The simplest form of organizational data is in the form of spreadsheets or tables. This spreadsheet or table is used to keep track of information typically related to a single process. In database terminology, an entity is something in the environment that we want to keep track of and is represented by a rectangle in data modeling terms. An instance is a particular occurrence of the entity. An entity has attributes that describe it, and within a data model, the names of attributes must be unique and meaningful. Every instance of an entity must be uniquely identified, so an identifier is also required that uniquely identifies every instance of an entity. An identifier is typically a unique attribute. Think, for instance, of your social security number as an example of an identifier within the US Internal Revenue Service database. A collection of attributes can also serve as an identifier in case there is no one unique identifier. In data modeling nomenclature, an asterisk is used to denote the identifier. While the description above is representative for data modeling, the implementation of that data model has a specific set of rules that takes the form of a language, SQL, that stands for Structured Query Language. In SQL, the rules are as follows. The entity in the data model becomes a table, and the entity name from the data model becomes the table name. Each attribute of the entity becomes a column in the SQL table. And lastly, the identifier or the identifying attribute becomes the primary key in the table.